Hey y'all, welcome back to Neon's Movie Reviews. I'm Neon, and this is my review channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Nick Powell's Outcast. Before I dive into it though, I just want to say, if you enjoy my content, please give this video a like. It really helps out the channel. And we are a couple weeks into the Summer of Nic Cage, and finally coming to an end of the Summer of Nic Cage, so, but still got a couple more weeks of it. If you want to see more content like this though, go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell in the corner to actually get a notification. But talking about Outcast today. So this is a movie, and unfortunately thankfully I just followed this up with, or I just watched Joe and then watched Outcast, so kind of balanced it out a little bit, made it a bit better, or not better, but more tolerable. But this movie is quite a bit of a mixed bag. Do want to get this out of the way really quick before I forget the guy's name. Nick Powell, the director. This was his first time directing. He was mostly a stunt coordinator before. Worked on a lot of films, a lot of Ridley Scott movies, like Gladiator and stuff, and it really shows. All the action scenes are done in that early not early, but early 2000s Ridley Scott style, and I don't mind it, but it does feel a bit dated, especially in a film that came out in 2014 to keep seeing that style. But yeah, overall, I pretty much enjoyed this movie. I think that expression sums up this movie. Yeah, like, so, alright, just basic plot. Hayden Christensen and Nicolas Cage are crusaders. That's how the film kicks off. They're middle of war. Nick Cage has had a change of heart, and he is trying to get Hayden Christensen to basically stop slaughtering people. And jump forward a couple of years. Now we're in China. The king has been assassinated for giving rulership to his youngest son, not his warlord son. So the warlord son kills him, takes rulership anyway, and is now sending search parties out to kill his brother. And that's where Hayden Christensen comes in. He's opium addicted, kind of dealing with PTSD from all the shit he did in war and that he saw there. But yeah, he basically comes in, saves the day, helps them escape, and that's your movie, is them trying to escape. This is bad. I literally just finished watching this movie. And I'm having a hard time remembering much that was memorable about it. That's a really bad sign. Yeah, I mean, this film's just forgettable. Like, the action set pieces are fine, but none of the performances stand out. None of them are really bad. Nick Cage is... I'll talk about Nick Cage separately. His thing's its own beast. But most of the other actors, they're fine. Nothing great, nothing awful. They are completely passable. Storyline is completely passable. Action's pretty well done. There's some really cool shots. There's some other shots that are just like but overall the action set pieces are really well done. And like I said, there are some really cool shots. I just have a personal dislike of that style. I don't mind it in Ridley Scott movies because I've grown to accept that it's going to be there, but that doesn't mean I enjoy it. I just know that it's going to come with certain filmmakers. It's funny, I didn't notice that too much in Primal, which was his other film. Primal was definitely a step up from this, but like Primal, they're both just kind of mid-tier entertainment. This one is a bit more forgettable. So to get my rating out of the way, this is going to be a 4 out of 10. It's really not that good. But yeah, this movie, there's some things in it that just irritate me. Like it's not like the whole white man savior complex. It's not the god awful English accents that are throughout it, which are pretty bad. But it's more just like, all right. For one thing, I'm gonna get slight spoilers, but this is not a good film, so watch at your own discretion, I guess. So there's this part, and there's this whole build-up with Hayden Christensen training this young king, or young emperor to be, on how to shoot a bow. And there's callbacks to and flashbacks to his training with Nick Cage. So he takes this part very personal, has a bond with the kid, blah, blah, blah. I've seen it 1,000 different times. But when you get to the end, the way that's supposed to pay off is that kid comes out, starts shooting the bow, he's like fucking Legolas, and saves the fucking day. He kills one guy. And it's not that he misses other shots. I would have been very, very okay with that. No. Kills one guy. Perfect shot right in the head, but that's it. Never fights again. And the next time he tries to hit somebody, he's got the bow in his hand, he's got the arrow in this hand, and what does he do? Raises it and charges at somebody. Okay, literally just kicks him away, which is what you would do. So, yeah, and there's things like that just bad writing. It just needed a couple more times going over. Like, all your action stuff is fine. Maybe touch up some of your history stuff. If not, don't worry about it. Like, it's fine. It's not going to this movie for a history lesson, so it's not too upset about that kind of stuff, but this film is just forgettable, and that's its worst complaint. But I do have to talk about Nick Cage. So, Nick Cage. This is going to be film 46, 47 of the Nick Cage series. By far, his worst looking hair. By far. If you've seen some of the latter Nick Cage movies, you know that's saying something. Should even consider in Deadfall and Arsenal. Yeah. Fucking, that's saying something. But starts off, he's in the movie. Whole reason I'm watching this movie is because of Nick Cage. Featured on the cover, him and Hayden Christensen. He's top billing. One's going to assume he is one of the leads. So he's in the opening, like, Crusader sequence. See him in a flashback for a couple, maybe a minute in the arrow sequence. And then he pops in for the last half hour of the movie. If that, no, probably the last 20 minutes of the movie, he's in there. And that's it. He's got some great fucking scenes. He's got a Cage freak out moment. He's got a really cool fight scene where he's just gets stabbed and sliced up left and right, but still running through people. But yeah, like, if you want to see a bad Nick Cage movie that's entertaining, not a so bad it's good movie, but just a bad Nick Cage movie that does the bare basics to be entertaining on an action movie level, this is the one. It's not awful. You're not gonna hate that you saw it. Well, maybe you will. Depends on you. But I didn't hate that I watched it. I just couple weeks from now, guarantee I'm not gonna remember this movie. That's not the type of thing I like to watch. But take that as whatever recommendation as you will. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this up. Not really sure what Nick Cage movie I'm going to be doing next, but find out tomorrow. Stay safe all. Bye.